Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another wonderful Friday. It's good to have you here, and we are just kind of keep plugging along, really, as far as getting stuff done for our informative speeches. This day is really for you to ask questions and get information gathered and get your outlines written, and then kind of just use it as a work day. However, honor students, I would like to talk to you for a minute. So, when we're thinking of our persuasive speeches, and I know you guys had that assignment sheet yesterday that said informative, I don't want to confuse you too much, but you guys are actually doing persuasive speeches. You are trying to convince your audience of an argument, right? Of an idea. Really, the essence of a speech or speaking to others is to convince them of an idea. You are taking that to the next level by creating a concrete thesis in which you address the other side. So you're establishing the argument, in other words. And that's really all you're doing. That is the main difference between your informative speech and the general English informative speech and your persuasive speech, all right? You do not necessarily need to articulate in its own separate slide the other side of the argument and a rebuttal style. And instead, you want to work that into your speech after establishing your thesis, right? Because your thesis establishes your argument, and really, when you establish your argument, you are addressing the other side. So make sure that you have a well-constructed thesis. It can even just be a because statement, if that helps you kind of formulate this whole process. But after that point, in each of your body paragraphs where you discuss your persuasiveness, maybe it's a couple people are doing Friends is better than The Office, or Parks and Rec is better than The Office, or something like that. Then what you need to do is, in your thesis, establish why it's that way, right? And then throughout your speech, you are going to say Parks and Rec is better than The Office because it has a more realistic representation of everyday characters, right? And then that's kind of part of your thesis, and then you would talk about which characters are that way and compare them probably to, Chandler from Friends or something, which is not The Office. I don't watch sitcoms, guys. They drive me insane. I don't really care for them. But you could go off on that tangent and kind of just elaborate on it as you give the speech, as opposed to having a formal rebuttal. So practice that. Watch some good TED Talks. TED Talks have this format pretty much down pat. So go ahead, do that, work your way through this process, get an outline copied, and work on getting the body paragraphs all set up and established, work on getting your presentational aid started, and I will see all of you next Monday. I hope you have a great weekend, get some work done, and I'll see you all very soon.